to Impact, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of content. We haven't had this much content in a long time. 2 years ago, you couldn't even dream about this much content in this show. Actual huge amounts of backstage segments, talking segments. Not a lot of wrestling, but hell, sometimes you need more content for talking and character development than wrestling. But I have to be honest here, a lot of this was not great content. First thing, Brandi and Moose versus Decay. What? One, why was Crazy Steve in the ring with Moose? It's not like boyfriend or husband versus girlfriend or wife. You should have put the Abyss inside and leave Crazy Steve on the outside. It would have made more sense to have two big guys against each other. Now I know a lot of people say, I don't want to see another big guy versus big guy. But did it actually make any sense to put Crazy Steve in there? Mind you, the spot that Crazy Steve took when Moose threw him over the top ring rope was a nasty one. But then in the end, they didn't do anything. And then here's the worst thing. Brandi. I love Brandi. She was a great ring announcer. She's a beautiful, intelligent woman. But she should not be wrestling. She should be working in another promotion, like a small one, like Reality of Wrestling. I don't know why she doesn't work in Reality of Wrestling. And then work on her craft there. She doesn't have to worry so much about television time. Because they wasted time on Brandi. She just does not feel right working. She's too green. You guys tell me below how awkward she looks in the ring. Now I know that Madison Rayne, and I'm saying this, and I know a lot of people can't stand Madison on commentary. I'm glad to see her there because there's a woman talking about women's wrestling. I just wish she would talk about, and Josh saying, tell me how bad these holds are, that it feels for women. And I wish that Madison Rayne would elaborate on that. I wish that Madison Rayne would say, hey, that hold is really painful. Or, damn, that drop kick is a hard one. I've gone through types of things like that. I've taken hits like that. You don't know what it's like. I wish you would be more elaborate on that. But having a woman on commentary is beautiful. Because no one else is doing it. WWE, take notes. Put a woman on commentary, and I promise you women will have more fun with it. But anyway, I just don't feel that Brandi should not be there. It makes no sense. The person that should be going up against Rosemary should be Maria Kanellis Bennett. That's the person that should be going up against her because it makes the best sense. In fact, this is the way I see it should be going on. When it comes for Brooke, really, to be honest, Brooke is a bit rusty. She's botchy in the ring. I know these recordings were done months ago. We know this. But I think she came back cold. I don't think she practiced before she got back into the ring. At least not enough, because she is botchy as hell. She's botchy. And it does not look good for the product. What should have happened was that she should have started working with Maria. And try to kick out either Laura Van Ness or Sienna. Say, Maria, I'm a better wrestler than both of them. Test me. And that would make better sense. Because then when it comes to Decay, you're going to have Rosemary dealing with 3 different women before she has to go through Maria. Because Maria is not going to leave her alone. She's going to do whatever she can to cause trouble. And I know you're going to say, well, what's going to happen with Crazy Steve and the Abyss? You can always do something. You can team up Moose with Muhammad Ali Shira and let Decay deal with them while Rosemary's dealing with the other 3 women and Maria herself. Now, what's the segments for the Bachelor and Bachelorette Party, okay? The Bachelorette Party felt weak for the one simple reason that we need to move this on forward. Even though it does make sense to make Ali still suffer, because they haven't had the wedding arrangements yet done. And the subsequent wedding next week. But I felt like it was still a little weak. When it comes to the men, I don't know what the hell I saw. That made no freaking sense. Look. You're supposed to be doing this. This is what I understand from the storyline as it stands. Because I heard a couple of people say that Braxton Sutter has to be with Laura Van Ness because they don't want to hurt Maria. physically or mentally. That's what I understand. As far as I understand, the reason Braxton Sutter is going to be marrying Laurel is because they have something on Braxton and they would tell Allie what it is. That's what I understand about it. So when you get this bachelor party, which wasn't a very bad one, it was kind of stupid. They were trying to go for stupid, but I think they didn't hit it exactly right. There's stupid funny, and then there's stupid that isn't that funny. And it just didn't feel like it was done properly. It just feels like it was lacking something. Even though that woman was there and that was funny. Then she's there with the cigarette in her hand going, "Hey boys, come see me." I will be putting a picture of her because I don't want to see my face having my hand on my head. I just did that. But anyway, Braxton takes a picture of that woman on Mike Bennett's lap. So let me get this straight. You got something that hopefully is a strong storyline. In other words, a strong secret that will make it interesting for Braxton Sutter and really help Allie get over. But instead, now you're supposedly saying, okay, we know we're kind of fucked here. Let's make Braxton Sutter have something on Mike Bennett so then we'll have Laurel Van Ness back off because Maria is going to force him to back off. But Maria is going to be forced to back off from Laurel because Braxton Sutter now has something on Mike. You see where I'm getting confused about it? It's like they're negating the work they've done for the last couple of months. No, not last couple of months. The last month or so of Laurel being lined up with Braxton Sutter. I don't get it. What? They should have never gone down this route with her. They should have just broke Allie off and then build her up to be the monster that people want her to be as a babyface. Okay. 2 more things left. The street fight. Eddie and Davey street fight. They had their segment in the beginning of the show. Well, not the beginning. Somewhere in the beginning of the show. And, oh, I love me Angelina Love. She is gorgeous. That baby did not change her body much. Well, I think her breasts might have gotten a little bit bigger. But it's kind of hard to tell because she's a very thin woman. But anyway, what did we get? We get a decent street fight. And the real part of the story picked up at the end. When Angelina Love came out to help the Davey Richards win. Then Alessa, I think that's her name. Alessa. I can't pronounce her name. I'm terrible with names at first. She comes out, fights Angelina Love, gets whacked in the face again. Oh, that punch was beautiful. The first punch they did was beautiful. This one wasn't too bad. But in the end, excuse me, we got handcuffs, we got chair shots, and we got kissing. These 3 things pretty much in order. I'm alright with this feud. I'm not worried about Eddie Edwards not being able to carry the feud because we know Eddie is good in the ring, but he's just not that great of a talker. When it comes to Davey Richards and Angelina Love, they are expert talkers. Davey Richards is a beautiful talker. Angelina Love is better than Davey. Angelina knows because she's been multiple time champion. She knows how to talk. And she can talk for Eddie when he needs to be talked for. And when it comes to Davey, she doesn't really need to do much work for him. And when they work together, it's beautiful. I love this feud. I love this. I want to see how far they're going to go with this. You handcuffing one woman, putting chair shots to a guy's head. I'm fine with this. And what they said was, in the crowd, they're not creepy. They're not creepy. That was good. Now the last thing. Oh, Tank Top Girl. I was able to finally get a picture of her. I was happy to get that picture. I'm going to be sticking it in my face. Yeah, baby. Sticking Tank Top Girl in my face. I had to do it because I haven't done it in a while. Anyway, Psychosis and Crazy, Super Crazy versus the Broken Hardys for the AAA Championship. The way they did this, ladies and gentlemen, the way they did this was way better than what Reality of Wrestling. I know Reality of Wrestling is not even close to TNA. It is way smaller promotion. But when you look at Reality of Wrestling, where they get this Texan Championship, and you got Rex Andrews, who supposedly is the champ, but went somewhere else to challenge somebody, give them an opportunity, they don't show it. Here they showed it. Here they went to Tijuana, Mexico, had the match with Super Crazy and Psychosis, and they won the titles, and now supposing they're going to the Mid-Atlantic Championships. This is what I'm thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Long time ago, they don't generally do this much anymore, but a long time ago in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and early 80s, all of the smaller promotions who worked with the National Wrestling Alliance, if you haven't heard of it, they all worked together under one umbrella, and a guy would become a champion that would be recognized across all other promotions. Of course, they had their own championship, and their own champion, but across all the promotions, they know that as they're connected to somebody, which was the National Wrestling Alliance, there would be someone to come out who would have a title over the current title that you currently have in your promotion, and they would face that person periodically, and if they won, they would get the title. This has a feel of a territorial situation. And it would be beautiful if the WWE embraced this, because they need it. TNA needs this. ROH needs this. New Japan Pro Wrestling needs this. If they went to Reality of Wrestling, I know that Reality of Wrestling is an incredibly small promotion, but I wish they would talk to Booker T and go there as well and challenge also the Reality of Wrestling champion, well, the titles of Team Death Bear. I would love to see this, because not only because I want to see Ron Davidson of Team Death Bear get the shine that he deserves, but this would give all promotions, then a minor and one major one that definitely needs a rub. They need something entirely different. The WWE destroyed territorial promotions. They went head to head with them, went nationwide, and destroyed those promotions' credibility and their viewership. WWE became, well, WWF at the time, became king. And right now, we need a resurgence of the territorial arenas, the territorial matches, the territorial wrestling promotion. We need this again. We need territorial unity. Or just, I don't even know what to call this situation. Just that the Hardys won. The Mid-Atlantic Championships are going to be up next. And I really hope that the promotions that they go to really are willing to work with them. Let them take their freaking titles. Let them be seen on TNA. Let this continue all the way up to WWE. And we see two broken brothers in the audience with their titles held up high in both brands of Raw and SmackDown, and take them on a major promotion, which will help TNA and every other freaking promotion. We need a rub. Oh my gosh, I think I found the title. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please give me a comment below. Watch on my Reality of Wrestling 149, I believe. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace!